A Day on the Focus. Hey everyone, and welcome back to A Day on the Focus. It's Mel here, your friendly neighborhood history buff, ready to dive into the fascinating events that happened on March 29th throughout history. Buckle up, Buttercup, because we've got a whirlwind tour ahead of us. Today, March 29th, has seen its fair share of drama, from epic battles to groundbreaking discoveries. Let's start with the Wayback Machine, shall we? In 1461, we had the Battle of Towton, a brutal showdown in the Wars of the Roses. Edward of York triumphed, becoming Edward IV and briefly putting a pause on the whole bloody family feud. Talk about a power struggle! Fast forward a bit, and in 1549, the city of Salvador, Bahia in Brazil is founded, becoming the first capital. Imagine being one of the first settlers, laying the foundation for what would become a major city. Now that's some serious historical real estate. Then, skipping ahead a few centuries, 1792 marks the death of King Gustav III of Sweden. Poor guy got shot at a masquerade ball. Talk about a dramatic exit. Not exactly the best way to end a royal party, huh? And let's not forget 1809. Not only did King Gustav IV Adolf of Sweden abdicate after a coup, but Finland's four estates pledged allegiance to Alexander I of Russia, starting the separation of the Grand Duchy of Finland from Sweden. A big year for political upheaval. We also had some significant events in the 1900s. On March 29, 1941, the North American Regional Broadcasting Agreement went into effect. Think about that. The coordination of radio broadcasts across North America. And just a few days later, the Battle of Cape Matapan, a key naval battle in World War II. Talk about some exciting radio listening that year. Then we had 1973, when the last U.S. combat soldiers left South Vietnam, marking a significant turning point in the Vietnam War, and the same day, Operation Barrel Roll, the covert bombing campaign in Laos, ended. Big stuff. The very next year, Mariner 10 became the first spacecraft to fly by Mercury. Outer space and earthly conflicts in the same day. Quite the contrast. More recent history saw the discovery of the Terracotta Army in 1974. This incredible find completely changed the understanding of ancient China. What a day to be an archaeologist. And if you're looking for some more modern drama, March 29, 2021, saw the Ever Given finally freed from the Suez Canal. Remember that traffic jam? Phew! That was quite the journey through time. Now, for a little creative spin on today's historical tidbits. Imagine this King Gustav III, still recovering from his gunshot wound at the masquerade ball, is somehow transported to 2021. He stumbles out of the time portal, right into the midst of the Ever Given blockage. The sheer chaos of the situation, the towering container ships, would be more shocking to him than any midnight assassination attempt. After all, a king who died from a gunshot wound could hardly imagine the scale of a modern-day shipping crisis. He would probably be more fascinated by the phones and selfies taken by people than by his own death. He might even start questioning what exactly that masquerade ball was all about. Perhaps it was all a time-traveling conspiracy. Anyway, folks, that's all the time we have for today. Join me tomorrow for another exciting episode of A Day on the Focus. Until then, keep your eyes peeled for history in the making.